Hey guys, today we're here to talk about 3 important things that Rockstar needs to address with Red Dead Online. Number 1, being persistent posses. The thing that bothers me the most with persistent posses is the fact that it requires the leader to be on in order for it to be formed. If you're playing with a group of 7 people, and 6 of those people want to get on the game at that moment, but the leader of the posse is for whatever reason otherwise engaged, the posse can't even be formed or play together without forming a brand new persistent posse with one of the other characters as a leader. This is a terrible system that is simply there to try and force players to spend more money in the game. Rockstar should allow the posse to be always formed and allow any members in it to represent it at any time without a leader needing to be online. Or at the very least, allow the leader to appoint 2 people in it to a higher rank and allow them to invite players to the posse, kick them out, or to run the posse when the leader is not there. It would also be an incredible feature if the persistent posse allowed you to rotate whose moonshine shack and camp you are currently active with. It gets tedious and tiresome to have the entire posse drop just to reform under a different name, simply to run a different trade run or moonshine delivery. All of these systems that are in place with a persistent posse just create annoyances and make the game tedious and serve no actual value or roleplay function in any way. The second thing that Rockstar needs to address with Red Dead Online is the honor system. Their current honor system is absolutely dreadful. I understand that the Old West was a time with very little law and order, but you can shoot down an entire town for 20 minutes and lose a minuscule amount of honor. Yet Rockstar wants to reward you with high honor every time you give your horse a nice pat or a small treat. They also give you honor every time you let a bandit leader go, as if he's an innocent bystander that hasn't committed any crimes. I don't understand how that's honorable. In the wild, wild West, I know it's evident that nobody was exactly a good person, so it doesn't take much to be honorable. Rockstar desperately needs to address what makes your honor go up and down and how much it goes up and down, along with the fact that the bounties that you accrue from shooting up people in a town are nowhere near enough. Player bounties rarely ever happen because it's too hard to get a high enough bounty to be hunted. $7 is not quite enough to do a PvP battle over unless you're just itching to shoot someone. Rockstar needs to make it to where you get a much larger bounty much quicker. You can become dishonorable much quicker, and it's harder to be honorable. And then they need to add positives and negatives to being both dishonorable and honorable in the game. Make it when I'm dishonorable, the fence has lower prices, and make surviving your own player bounty give you the payout for your bounty instead of the bounty hunter. Allow characters with max honor to get slightly lower prices in shops, to be gifted things in the mail from people that they save from defending a campsite or sparing. And they need to stop tying whether or not you're a good person simply around do you feed your horse. It's your horse. It takes you everywhere. Even an outlaw takes care of his horse in the Old West. That is not the sign of an honorable or dishonorable person. And the third thing that we desperately and importantly need in Red Dead Online is a tool locker. Just like the locker they gave us for weapons with the trader, we need one for tools and accessories. I know once you get the reinforced lasso that you can leave the regular lasso on your horse, but I want to put it away for good. At no point do I want to get off my horse and accidentally take the weaker lasso with me. Along with the fact that the only way to get rid of dynamite or fire bottles off my character, if I have no interest in carrying those from a roleplay aspect, I just have to chuck them in random areas. Perhaps I don't want to be carrying tomahawks or throwing knives because I like to focus more on my guns. Allow us to put these little extra pieces away in a tool locker and control more precisely what is carried on our character, especially with our melee knife. After all this time, the knife that you unlock with the trader role can't be what I skin animals with, can't be engraved or have the metal changed on it. What's the point of having it at all? Allow me to put the regular knife back in the tool locker and strictly and exclusively use a different version of a knife that I got. And for everything that we do, including skinning animals. This goes down to the trader's knife, the collector's machete, the hammer the trader gets. Every melee weapon is hurt more by the fact that I have to cycle through 6 other melee weapons to get to it. Not only is this bothersome currently in the game, but it also makes every future weapon that they add that falls under one of the throwables or melee slots annoying to have because we can't organize and control what we have on our character. Alright guys, that was the 3 features that are currently in Red Dead Online that I think are most important for Rockstar to address and improve upon as we move forward. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.